Okay, guys, I wanted to continue with our RAILGRADE experience and adventures. So we are continuing to stretch thin. That's kind of how I've been feeling the last 3 missions or something. Last time we did improve a little bit from our C rank in the last mission in the stream. So let's see if we can bring this back to an S rank in stretched thin instead. That would be nice. 20 minutes. I guess you'll know by now if we actually do it just by looking at the length of this video. And again, off we go. Hey Yoshida, I understand that a nearby region has been messaging you. Our accounts are privileged. They shouldn't be able to reach you. I'll recheck the network permissions. For now, just head over to the next region and put the colonists to work. Assignable workers are key to running any higher tier industry above resource extraction. Every plant or factory requires workers, and you are in charge of assigning them. Often you will not have enough workers to fully staff all buildings, so it's your job to prioritize. Copper is a required input on this next region, but no one has built copper mines here yet. Please don't complain. Making things work is your job. Build the copper mines over the copper nodes. Should be simple enough for you. Signed, Saito. Okay, shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to do that. Permanent license unlocked. Copper mine must be built on top of copper deposits. So nothing new there. A song of iron and coal. Total produced 0 out of 8 steel. Steel is a hard requirement for our appliances production plants. For your task, please fire up production of the Haganeka licensed steel mill by supplying iron, ore, and coal to the steel mill. Will do. Will do. Okay, we have a few different different missions that we need to do here. So we need to provide a total of 8 steel. We need to export 24 appliances. And then we have some initial setup that we also need to do here. Something that I really like is that the time actually don't start until you start building stuff. So initial setup, salvaging will refund 100% and timers are stopped. Yes, makes sense. So build 1 rail line, correct 2 stations, purchase 1 train. That's when the initial setup is done. Okay, so I've been looking around a little bit here, and it looks like we have 1 iron mine, we have 2 different coal mines right here, and then we have in the top left corner we have a water pump, and then we of course have our city, which the population is actually quite small at the moment. And then we have the upgrades available, of course. We have the oil well next to our voucher exchange and our water pump, so that's quite a good way to produce a little bit more if we need oil. And then we have a wire coiler right here that will be providing items over to our appliances plant, but we can also provide that to the city. So we have the wire right here that will bring us a little bit more demands as well, or reach a little bit more demands, but for that we need the copper veins as well. And then we have the appliance plant, which will be producing appliances. We have very few workers though. We only have 6 workers. Even the steel mill takes 8. So I think our first mission here is going to be to bring in some steel into the city, or maybe even do water. That might be the better way. Do water into the city. That will give us the first demand that we need. We need 1 water per minute. So that should be fairly easy. A lot of these seems to already be leveled up. So we have a level 2 water already. That's carrying 4 per minute, and it has 12 already available for it. So if we just get these guys to somehow kinda do something like this, I do believe that should be pretty good. We should be able to get up here. That was probably a fail. Let's see. Let's get rid of you. We want to go this way. And then we want to go around the same way we came. I wonder what happens if we decide to go straight through the city. Is that even possible? Like, what happens if we do that? Refunds in the beginning of the game here is free, so build to your heart extent. Yeah, if we go here, what happens if we just kind of turn directly into the city again? Does that delete part of the city? Yeah, it does. Okay, we do not want to do that. Oh, but it is regrowing though. Just slowly. Yeah. Or maybe not. I think it is kind of regrowing. We're back to having 6 workers at least. So we'll do that. We'll bring you over to... Let's see, we kind of need to make sure that we have a station here. And we're gonna have them just... That might actually be a few too many. Let's put the station that is as far out as possible. So right there. And then let's delete these, because I really don't think we need that many stations to begin with. So if we get something like that, that's 3 stations, and then we can do... Maybe do like 1, 2, 3 here as well. And then we can have you connect to there. So they should be able to then go out this way, around, and then go back. And that will bring us some water into the city. We will also be able to get this up and running. I'm gonna put 6 people into the steel mill instantly. I think that's gonna be pretty good. And then we're gonna do the same here. So these guys are going to go around here. Something like this. Around in a ring to here. And then back this way. And the same here, we're not gonna build too many stations. We're gonna be satisfied with like 3. We might even do 2 in future episodes as well. I'm intentionally not building any trains here so we can set up all of our routes first. I think that is a good solution. Can we do this? We can. Very good. So if we do that, we can have you go around this way. And then back to here. And then we can do 3 of those. And same thing here, do 3 of those. And that's him. And then we need 1 to go up to the appliances eventually. And we probably also want 1 to go up this way. Yeah, if I allow you to go... Can you go through that? No. If you go straight and then around this way, I think we should be able to delete this and have you go straight through this. Yeah, that's good. But that's not what we want. Never mind. Being a dum-dum. We want you to go... See, you're gonna go back. And then... We're gonna have 1 of these going this way. And I don't really mind destroying a bit of this. I think that's fine. So around here, something like that. Get some stations on here as well. Same thing right here. And they will go around the other direction. How much money do we have? 6,400. This is going to cost a lot of upkeep to begin with. Just to be like 100% clear. And then down to here. I've learned that I probably want to try to keep 1 step in between these all the time. And the reason for that is because it's a lot easier to cross like this. It doesn't work here. If you want to cross them, then you can only do it at a complete 45-degree or 90-degree angle. So if you have one space in between them, then I think you would be able to... I guess I don't have anywhere I can actually display that. Yeah, I just can't show you that now. So let's go up there. That should be pretty good. We'll do the same here. Get rid of you. Let's do 3 of you. Let's do 3 of you. And then we're gonna need one of these copper veins as well. So industry. We should have the copper mine. Yes. And these you can actually build multiple on the same patch. So if I go with you right here. Right there, I think. I can then have these guys go down here. Around and up this way. That's not great, actually. Let's bring that back a little bit. Bring them around there. And then up here instead. I think that will be pretty good. We'll then go out this way. That should do it. We'll get some stations on here. The industry needs workers assigned. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't have any workers at the moment though, so you're just gonna have to wait. Don't really need anyone working there right now. Same thing with this stuff. They can just accumulate some extra items if needed. That'll be fine. So, are we good to get going now? We're gonna have to bring the appliances eventually over to the Zeppelin dock. Because yeah, they want to have some appliances. I think we do that through this. Something like this. And then down here. Across to here. This is way further than I wanted it to go, so I just want you to be one straight and then go up this way. There we go. That will do. Give one space in between. Then down here, same there, one space in between. And I think this should be pretty good. There. Do a couple of those, and then the same right here. So 1, 2, and 3. And now we should be able to have one go straight through here. Yes, and if we want to, we can also do this now. Which is kind of the whole reason I mentioned before that I want to have one space in between that allows us to actually do that. Okay, I think we have everything set up now. So we do have 6 workers at the moment. 4 of them is working here. I could do something like go down with V, do 2 there, do maybe 2 here and then 2 here. Oh, these actually needs only 2 each. Okay. So if I do something like that, then we have workers everywhere at least. And then as we get more workers, we can assign even more people. But I think we have everything we need now. So these guys, Zeppelin doesn't do anything. You guys can work faster if you had energy. Same thing with you. Steel mill also requires energy to work any faster. So if we want to do anything on this level, it is to build one of these oil power plants. Which we could fit right here. We also don't have the money for it. So yeah, let's not do that. And instead, let's get some trains built on here. So we want you to go on this route back. Yes. And we want you to use that guy and bring in water. Sincerely, I should be using 2 of these. So doing something like that would be the optimal way of doing this. But I don't think we can do that. I think honestly this is probably a bad idea in the first place. I think we should have brought you in right here. And we should have put the train to go there. With the workhorse, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's exactly so they can reach. So I think we need to do 4 here. Or do something like... What is that? 6? 7. If you do 8 cargo, he will not move at all anymore. So yeah, 4 is like the sweet spot for this guy. Unfortunately, he has a really long time to turn around for some reason. Okay, not much we can do about that. I think we're just gonna have to accept that. Putting on another train makes it be even worse. You know what? Maybe we could do this. That might actually be worth it. Then we don't have to worry about them turning around or anything like that. And then we can delete all this and you. Something like that. Put on another train now. That will go this way. With not the boiler. We want the work engine and I'm gonna start with 4 water. I think that's gonna be our sweet spot. They will just instantly fill up as well. And can we just clone you and put another one on here? Maybe we don't want to do that. So now the time is ticking. We have 20 minutes to get to an S rank. Maybe we should have the iron mine working then. Bring in some iron from here. So if we get a train, boom, we can get you and... I guess 4 cargo trains is really kinda where we wanna be. 538, still cannot buy that. That's unfortunate. So, you're not really doing so hot for us, are you? Our upkeep is immense. Right now we're actually losing more money than we're gaining. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. I might have messed up here. So if I go and I'll say delete this track, I'll get the money back for it. But if I get rid of you guys, and then we'll get a train onto here with you and 4 of those. That way he will start producing stuff and we will be generating a little bit more money, I think. Can we get a loan? I guess we can. So if we withdraw money now, we'll get another $1,000. We can put the train onto here. And we can go a boiler, 4 coal. That'll be pretty good. And we're burning those 2 iron, 2 steel. Yeah, it's a direct translation for those, so that's good. And then, damn, this is going to be hard. How are we doing with you guys? Are you actually growing? No, you're not. So if I clone this guy, we'll get some more money for it. He will still cost us a lot, but we will be making money at least. Which is good. That's kind of all we can ask for at the moment. And then we can have a train going on this route. See, like there, that one. Bring in steel. We only have $300. Yeah, there's no way we can actually pay for that. We are making some revenue now though, so that's good. Unfortunately, we have a lot of interest. Our current interest is almost as high as our costs. I think we're gonna delete a couple of these. I don't think we need 2 stations everywhere. If we do 1 on each of these, I think that'll be just fine. Don't need any stations here because we're not delivering anything yet. That will lower our costs, I think, as well, eventually. And then we can have a train going here with something like that. How are we doing here? So we do have more population now, that's good. So if we up a little bit more of production here. Making apps of appliances. Okay, so we finished the first one to produce the steel, that's good. So good, your next task is to get going at exporting appliances. The appliances industry chain requires the steel you produced in the last task, plus wire made from copper ore, bringing the appliances to the Zeppelin dock for export. Pay attention to your work needs, considering growing the city to better staff your appliance chains. Yes, we're already doing that, actually. So we're all good to go when it comes to that. And now we should be producing right here as well. So if I go and I tell you guys that you need to start working as well, we can have a couple of those. We can then have you go, I guess that way makes the most sense, with a workhorse and 4 of those. That'll be pretty good. And then we're gonna have the copper guy going right here. Probably straight through, actually, to this. And then have... Let's see, how do we want to do this? Probably not that, to be honest. I think we just messed this up. Let's not do that. Instead, let's have you go on this route. And then let's have these guys skimmy around here and go down to this guy. That's probably a better solution to do here. So then we can have probably a couple of those. We are making money, which is good, but we are paying a lot of money as well. Yes, we should be seeing production here soon. Do we actually need energy for this? No, we can still produce wire without it. So that's fine. We just need to make sure that we're producing some continuous work here. Okay, freight will sell at half price if demand is full. Freight will sell at half price if demand is full. Well, that's rude. Wow, okay. Storage is full here, so almost need another one of these trains. Let's get you on here. So workhorse and no valid industry. Oh, we don't have no stations. Definitely do not need that big a station there, or actually here either. And you can go, and then we can go train right here. Workhorse, wire, 4 of them, finalize. No, we don't have the money for it. Ooh, come on. Just need a little bit of cash. Do we not have that? Maybe I need to get rid of a few things here. So if we get rid of those 2, we can then put a train on here, that, and 4 of you. Finalize that. He should now show fairly good progress. And that will allow these to start producing. So we should be seeing appliances coming in here. Once that is up and running, you're just full constantly. Should we have one of you guys that goes just right here? Kind of feel like we should get rid of this loan as well. It's not good to have $1,000 in payments constantly. But that's for later. Can't do that right now. So if I get rid of you guys, and then we'll get rid of these, and we'll get rid of these. Still cannot do much of anything. Okay, now we are producing. So if I put a train on here, we can say you and one of those. And that should do just fine. Oh no, you became... That's not what I wanted. I didn't want you to be that. Configure, you shouldn't be wire. You should be... Ooh, and we don't have the money for that. Okay, so if I delete you, then we do have the money for that. And then we can tell you to be configured to use appliances instead. That should be a lot better. Banks can lend me more money? No, they can't. Oh yeah, they can. But I don't think I need to. I think we are kinda salvaging this now. We're making a lot more money now that we are actually able to export stuff. So yeah, I think we're actually fine. Somehow we are actually fine. This is the best part about this. The fact that we actually have a proper camera view the way we did in the early Railway Empire. That is just great. That is fantastic. We had this in Railway Empire for a really long time, and yeah, it's good to see it back in another game. Considering the Railway Empire kinda just said no eventually. So you should probably be configured to take a few more appliances. And then we can clone you to go like that. That way we will bring in a little bit more here. Actually, you should not go that direction though. You are going backwards. Please reverse. That's better. That's better. Okay, 2 appliances delivered. We produced a shit ton of steel. We have 8 minutes left to produce even more. City just leveled up, which is really nice. That means that we should have more workers, which we do. So where are we actually slacking right now? We don't really have anywhere where we are struggling to... Maybe here we could have one more. So if we clone you, put you right here. And then this guy... Are you coming with wire? Yes. So we need another one of these then. So we clone you, put you right here. If we could get some cash, we should be able to fix that as well. Very good. Yeah, we're making a lot of money now. And these guys are getting everything delivered that we need. Okay, it looks like we have workers for all places now, so everything that we can do from here on is just kinda add trains. That's the main part that we can work on right now. Wire seems to be in a good spot. We could also work on energy, so we could produce a little bit more if we got some energy in here. We can also get rid of this loan that we have right now. So let's deliver that. And that should improve our... Yeah, our balance should be positive now for interest, so we should actually get money, if I'm not mistaken. In the next 60 seconds we should have an upgrade or an update on that. Yeah, we might actually even need another train with appliances, to be honest. So if I configure you, so you do 3 kilometers an hour. If I put one more on you and then do 4, we still do the same speed, it looks like. Okay. Well, that's probably not what we want to do though. Probably not what we want to do. We probably want to clone it instead. I think that makes more sense. Yeah, look at this. Now we're making a little bit of money on our interest instead. I think we should be able to do this. 5 minutes left. Actually, it looks like we're not fully keeping up with the production here. So maybe I should invest in some new stations so we can get the trains out a little bit faster. That might be worth it. 19 out of 24. We still have 4 minutes left to go. I don't think we need to do too much more, honestly. We have 4 of them coming in here, and then we have another... you are probably not gonna fill up completely, right? Yeah, you only have 1. And these guys are also going to run low eventually. Okay. Only 3 more to go, though. In 3 minutes. We should be able to produce that. 2 of them incoming here, and then we have last one right here. Yeah, I think we did this. I think we did this. And this should be an S rank as well. So yeah, it's actually really helpful to build up your route network before you start a level. So the one mistake that I made was that I added too many of these stations. Honestly, you should probably start with 1 station on where you will have trains. Everything else should not have stations. Tracks in general do not have any upkeep. Unless you're going maybe like super far. No, tracks just do not have concrete upkeep at all. Stations do, however. Okay, victory. Very good. So we can continue the story if we want, or we can go into photo mode. And that is a S rank as well. So that was really successful. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, game. And so we get our mission briefing. Hey Yoshida, full disclosure, I'm not going to message you after every task. Rest assured my terminal tracks when you complete tasks, and I've pre-assigned you a big backlog. Just follow your navigation computer. Right now you should have 2 tasks, a main task and an optional one. If you are feeling extra diligent, go complete the optional task. If I'm not going to judge you, but I'm not going to judge you if you don't. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Saito. It is appreciated. Okay, so slapping out a few more S ranks, it seems like. Let's continue with that in the next episode. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see that. And of course, I would love to see you there. So thank you very much for watching today. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.